Hi everyone, how are you all? I hope you're enjoying the winters which have just set in. So here I am back again with yet another interesting episode of my channel, Eloquent English Enterprise. So a very, very warm welcome to all of you once again, and of course to all of my new subscribers as well. So there are a few more who joined the bandwagon recently. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you. And the others, thank you for being with me over the last 3 years. I started, I guess, around 2023, and it's almost 3 years. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being there with me. And let's start with the day's proceedings now. So here is the presentation. A very, very warm welcome to Eloquent English Enterprise once again, formally. So, what do we have in store for us today? The topic today is a story map worksheet. Now, what is a story map worksheet? We've heard about maps in geography, and we've definitely heard stories all our lives. So, how do these two words go together? Well, a story map worksheet, it's a structured graphic organizer which helps the students to understand, analyze, and then summarize the key elements of any story. So as we proceed, I'm sure things are going to get clear to you. This may be a new term, most of us would have probably heard, but then this is a very, very important, or you can say a very workable kind of um, a technique to drive things home, to make the children understand a particular story better. So, what happens is that it visually breaks down the narrative into parts. All right. It's not just the story, it's how we analyze it. Like, for example, the characters, the setting, the problems and solutions, if any, the events, climax, and the theme. And all of this, as we discuss or as they try to learn it themselves, it allows our learners or our students to track the flow of the story in a very clear manner, in a precise manner, and in a logical sequence. So that's why we have now started implementing, or we now implement this kind of technique in our daily lessons. So what's the main purpose of a story map worksheet? Let's see. It helps the students to comprehend what they read, because comprehension is very important for analysis and then putting it to practice. Then it also encourages critical thinking and sequencing skills. Critical thinking is one of the 4 C's of the 20th or 21st century. It also supports students to identify the main ideas and supporting details, and also strengthens their ability to retell, summarize, and analyze the stories which are a part of their syllabus. So, what does this technique include? Typically, what does a typical story map worksheet include? This worksheet usually has sections for these: the title of the story, the characters, the main characters, or the side characters as well, setting, that is the time and place in which that story has been set, and if there are any problems or conflicts which are a part of that story. Also, there is, a sequence of events, the key events, beginning, middle, and end. Then, of course, the climax, resolution, if taken, or a solution to a problem which has occurred, the theme of the story or a message that it wants to convey. And three things are optional. Either you have an illustration box where the children may draw something pertaining to the story. Vocabulary practice, you could have difficult words or interesting words which form a key part of the story. And also, you may inquire if the children found a particular part of the story which was very interesting to them, which appealed to them, or which they feel is their favorite. So, why is this kind of worksheet important or useful for the middle school grades, that is fourth, fifth, and sixth. Fourth, fifth, of course, from the primary, and sixth from the middle school, because seventh and eighth children generally mature. But this, I'm not saying that it cannot be implemented in seventh and eighth as well. It definitely can be. So, but then what is the use? At this level, that is from grades 4 to 5th, 6th, or maybe 7th, the students begin to engage more deeply with literature. Story is not just story for them. They begin to analyze the story. They try to dig, more out of the story. So when they make a story map, it helps them to understand the story structure or the structure of the story, to make connections between events, that events are not haphazard. They are being they've been lined out in a proper sequence. Their written response to the story also becomes better. It improves, and also it prepares them for longer comprehension tasks. So the story is long, so they try to comprehend it better, and then they also prepare themselves for longer comprehension passages, which will be there for them in their secondary classes, higher secondary and senior secondary. So this is a typical worksheet, which it's a format, maybe it's for grade 6. So here the child enters the name, date, class section, the title of the story, the main characters, other characters, the setting, etc., place, time, etc., or any additional details. You could take a screenshot. Then comes the problem or the conflict. What's the main issue in the story? The events, the plot, the events as they take place, the climax, which is the most exciting and the most important moment of the story, resolution taken, or the solution which has been found, or it's like how the story has ended, whether a solution was found to the problem or not. Of course, there has to be a solution. And then lastly, the theme or the message of the story. But that's not the end. You have an illustration box here. The children can draw a scene from the story or anything. Maybe they can even illustrate the title of the story or the character. It could be just anything, whatever they want to, or whatever the teacher would want the children to make or draw. And then lastly, the teacher's feedback. What does she feel or what does he feel? How have the children performed in this particular worksheet? No marks to be given, definitely. So thank you. I hope this was a new concept which you must have liked. And if you have liked this particular video, the presentation, do give me a few likes and share your comments, which are very, very valuable for me to go ahead and make some more relevant videos for you. So let's take a sneak peek at the next one, which is going to follow very soon. See the picture. There's a year. So obviously we are talking about something which is related to listening. So the next video is going to be on the 5 levels of listening. We talk about listening skills, but we do not really pay attention to what exactly is listening. So there are 5 levels of listening, which I'm going to discuss in detail. Short video, but very important. So be there till I'm back very soon. And thank you again for joining me today. Have a good day. God bless you. Jai Hind.